My name is Cooney. I'm 48 years old and I am starting a home bakery. Alongside our bakery, we, my mysterious cameraman and I, are documenting our journey here for you on YouTube. We are in our pre-professional phase, going full steam ahead toward our goal of becoming professionals. Today I will be making snickerdoodles. Now I normally make my snickerdoodles with fresh milled flour, so this will be my first attempt at making a recipe I found on Modern Honey. If you have been here before, you may recall that things don't exactly always go the way we planned. So let's see how it goes today. I got a new toy. Grant, gimbal! Gimbal didn't work out so well that moment, did it?
I didn't know you were going to pick it up.
You're like, woo, woo. Okay. I have wanted a hand mixer. I didn't have a hand mixer. I only have my Nutrimel Artiste that I typically use. But I have been finding that for some things, a hand mixer might work out a little bit better. So Granny bought me a new hand mixer. I kind of love this thing so far. I have not used it, but so far I love it. I love it because everything gets held down here in the bottom. Now, if you are anything like me, you have no extra kitchen space for any additional kitchen gadgets. So I can actually kind of sit this right behind where Squidward sits. That would be my mixer. Remember, he's got little stickies on him at the bottom. Does a really good job of not moving around too much.
Right.
Actually, he doesn't slide at all. He just kind of goes, you know.
Phew.
Yeah.
Bring it around town. Bring it.
Oh no, is that a reference I don't know?
Yeah, it's in the first 2 seasons.
Oh,
it's in the first season.
I don't know that one.
Bring it around town.
Are you sure that's in the first 2 seasons?
Oh, absolutely it
of SpongeBob?
is. Yeah.
I don't think so.
It is.
I don't even know what happened to those. We don't have them anymore. I don't know why we don't have them. Anyway, I love this because I can stick it right behind Squidward and it can be all contained in one. So now let me see if I can get it open.
It sounds like you really
I don't
love
even,
SpongeBob.
oh. So, we've got that guy. It's got a single whisk attachment, the 2 little beaters, and then the dough hooks. I can't imagine I would ever want to use the dough hooks on a hand mixer, but hey. Thanks for playing. So, interesting.
What? What's so interesting?
So, on the bottom here, it's got, I guess if you're only going to use, I don't know, they kind of look the same.
I can't tell anyway. It's not wanting to focus.
Oh, I see. One of them's got a dude here, and one of them doesn't.
Dude.
But I guess this one goes here, because look, it's got a bigger spot.
Weird.
I'm thinking that's the way that it goes.
Mr.
All right.
Mr. Spot.
Yeah, it has, can you see those little?
Oh, yeah. Weird.
But it shows like a minus and a plus almost, and those don't show on the bottom. So the only difference was this little.
Oh, when you look at it from the side, it kind of looks like a T.
Yeah, this one has the little extra spot here. It's like an unboxing video.
Yay.
Okay, so, uh-oh. We're starting off great already. Oh no. Seriously? Am I gonna have to cut this thing? I refuse. All right.
Hold on, let me just...
Oh no, that's supposed to be like that. Well, that's a little difficult to get off. Okay. All right. My goodness. Good times.
You did it.
Yeah. Congratulations, Joe. You did it. You answered every question. All right, so as typical, I don't know, weird. I would think you'd be able to, or maybe you can. I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen.
Standing.
It is what now it's a stand mixer.
Wow.
Okay, so cream, the butter and sugar. So let's see if we can get, yay, look. Ooh.
Wow, that's a lot of butter. That is a lot of butter.
That is 2 cups of butter. I almost always double the recipes because if you're gonna make a bunch of cookies, make a bunch of cookies. So,
Like bananas.
we're supposed to cream the butter and the sugar for 4 to 5 minutes. If you thought that was a lot of butter, how about that?
That's a lot of sugar.
That's a lot of sugar. Let's see if I can flip it all over the place. That's the nice thing about Squidward over there is he doesn't do that. Okay, let's see. On.
Yeah.
That was weird. Why did it do that?
It's like a car. You know, when you turn it on, it just rolls.
Weird. Okay. I'm on speed 1. I'm gonna do it just a little bit here to... I could probably go a little faster, but again, I don't really want it to flip all over the...
Go to speed 10, 11.
I'm gonna go up a little bit here. Not gonna lie. I'm not used to this, holding this. My hands are already feeling it. No, we had a jumper. Luckily, I disinfected the counter before I started. All right, speed 3. I think there's something like 9 speeds on this thing.
Wow, it's a 9 speed.
Something like that.
That
4.
looks like
We're going faster. Huh?
that looks weird.
Yeah. We gotta do it till it gets creamy. I'm already missing Squidward. So maybe I won't do it this way again. I know this will come in handy for some things. Cakes. Cupcakes. Cupcakes. I'm gonna try to make those tomorrow. I'm hoping to
Okay.
crumbly up some of these Snickerdoodles and attempt my Snickerdoodle cupcakes tomorrow. Okay. 6. We're on 6. Uh-oh, jumper. I don't like that.
It sounds horrible. I don't like it.
No, that's...
Ah!
Yeah, I'm missing that lid on Squidward. The lid keeps all of the butter and sugar from flying away.
I hate that sound. That sounds awful.
I know, you mentioned that.
That sounds like a saw.
Not gonna lie, we're gonna switch to Squidward. Not gonna lie,
You give
I'm
up?
gonna have to use it for other things. This is a lot of work for no good reason. So Squidward, I miss you, buddy.
Squidward.
We're gonna cream up real nice and quick. You watch.
So you're gonna send that back?
No.
You're gonna send it back?
I will have things that it'll be great for. Like if I need to whip up egg whites, like if I just 1 or 2, like I have needed that. Doing that in the Nutrimil Artiste, it's too big to really be effective. And so when it's smaller portions, I definitely need that. But this is not a smaller portion. So come on, Squidward. Let's fix this. I love this thing.
Well, hold on now. Let me.
Oh yeah, adjusting.
This looks terrible.
What?
This shot, it looks terrible. Because I can't get everything in the shot.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to readjust. Is it gonna track?
Hey, everybody. It's
wish.
me.
Is it gonna track?
No, it's not gonna track. Do you want it to track?
No.
Then
You're
what?
not supposed to be in the shot. Ding ding.
So you're moving it or am I moving it?
I'm moving it. All right, we're readjusting.
No, do it again.
Always the big problem is always the glare.
Hold this.
Drives me crazy.
Right.
That's not how that goes.
No. Okay, hold this. Don't hold it like that.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Just hold it.
Okay.
I'm
I'm not qualified to hold the gimbal.
No, you're holding it right at where this moves.
I'm not qualified to hold the gimbal.
Let me just, there, now you're, wait, hold on, wait.
Okay, my arm's gonna fall off. Do you mind?
I have to hold that thing for 15 hours every single day. You don't hear me
but you
complain.
are the cameraman. I ain't the cameraman. We know what happens when I try to cameraman. Even this morning, vlogging.
You messed
Audio
up.
just wasn't amazing. We need you, cameraman.
Your only hope.
Help me, cameraman. You're my only hope.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Do you know the cameraman that lives on Cooney Lane?
On Cooney Lane?
Yeah.
The cameraman?
The cameraman!
The cameraman! Okay. This is the most amazing thing ever. Can I tell you? There will not be butter and sugar flying all over the kitchen. No matter how hard I tried, that was not going to happen. So.
Why did you have to shake it?
Because I'm like that.
Shaken lid syndrome. That's not it.
Shaken lid syndrome.
That's not right.
Put the cookie paddles and the boss scraper. Nope, that goes on this one. This one goes on that one. We do the scrapey.
You put your left foot in. You put your left foot out.
Okay. This was, probably should have put that in before I moved it all the way back.
There you go.
This bowl is really heavy
Oh, I'm sure.
with my little broken hands.
It's made of glass.
Yeah, it's awkward and my hands are so finicky little.
Oh, I'm like, what are you gonna say here?
Well, I was going to use the alternate term to what you might have thought I was going to say, because I was not going to say that.
What were you gonna say?
Freaking.
Oh.
But I thought, well, it's not very nice either. Finicky. My finicky hands. Okay. So let's try this again, and I bet you our results are going to be a lot better, a lot quicker.
Something's wrong with the ambient lighting in here. We need this open.
Okay. Why are we sounding like this?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
We're just having all sorts of technical
I
issues,
am,
aren't
like I said, you never know what's going to happen around here. I don't know, it seems clunky. Why are we extra clunky delicious today?
we? Bye, clunky.
Bye, clunky. Oh, it's
Ooh,
so
now it's all
pretty
nice.
outside.
Yeah, I know.
We so never get rain, and here we've had more rain in the last 2 weeks than we've had in the last
10
10
years.
months.
Well, that's for sure. What is that?
I don't know why it seems so clunky. Something is amiss.
Something.
What is going on over here? I mean, everything is all put together properly.
Hold on. Do it slower.
That's as slow as it goes. It's like it hits the edges too
I
much.
don't think it is. I think it's the sugar.
Well, let's move past this. We're having a rough time.
Yeah, I think it's the sugar. And the paddles are hitting right up against the sugar.
The paddles are hitting the edges. For some strange reason, this is... The last time we did this, it came out just fine. It was nice and smooth.
Yeah.
But today it's... I mean, it's shaking the whole counter.
Oh, yeah.
It's whipping up.
I mean,
I really don't know why it's doing that. It sure does look good. Oh, see? Now it's getting better.
weird. I told you, I'm pretty sure it was the sugar.
Yeah, but Why
Because it was
some
already-
kinds and not others?
I don't know.
It's gotta be me.
I don't know.
It has to be me because it's so inconsistent. It's not like the machine itself should be that inconsistent.
Yeah.
But wow. I'm going with fluffy.
It worked.
It did work. Okay, so then eggs and vanilla. So I'm gonna start with the vanilla, and if I recall correctly from my forays into learning how you're really supposed to bake, not the way I've been doing it, 1 egg at a time. So 1 egg at a time. Make sure it gets all fluffed in there.
All fluff and
I'm gonna
stuff.
add a second one. We've got
Wait.
4. All fluff and stuff.
Yeah. Like Toby.
Toby visited me this morning. He made me pet him while I was talking to the people. Number 3.
Wow, that's eggy.
It's icky.
Eggy.
Eggy.
Egg.
And number 4. Ooh, wrong way. And now we add flour, cream of tartar. I always say that. Cream of tartar. Cream of tartar.
I have no idea which
Steak
is which.
tartare is like raw steak. But I always want to say tartar. Tartar sauce. No. Tartar sauce. No. Okay, now the flour, cream of tartar, baking soda, and salt. Just until combined, but she doesn't say to do it.
That means you dump it in all at once.
Yeah, she doesn't say to break it up, but...
Okay.
What was I talking about? Was I talking about how much I love the lid?
Yeah, I think you were.
And then I forgot to use the lid.
That scared me.
You know, it's a good thing I didn't like crank it up.
It got all over the lid.
Ay, ay, ay. Let's try this again. I wonder if this will be less boring when we're professionals.
Less boring?
Did I say less boring?
Yeah, you did. You mean boringer?
Yes.
More boring.
I wonder if we're going to be boringer once we're professionals. We're going to have to...
We're gonna have to.
We're going to have to actually work at it
Dang.
instead of whatever it is that this is. Ay, ooh, so fluffy. Nice. Look how pretty that is.
It's fluffy.
Yeah, fluffy, like Toby Kitty.
Like Toby.
Toby Kitty, who's down the hall with his granny. Or your granny.
My granny.
Me mother.
Ay, mi motor. Oh, my arm.
It's not too much longer, don't worry.
Are you sure?
No,
It's been like 20 minutes.
I know. Just until combined.
Oh, yeah?
And then, after it's combined, get the little bits around the edges off of here. Incorporate this in so we don't end up with
Huh?
flour streaks. So we'll just combine that. Okay, alrighty. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the big bowl, in the glass bowl, because it says to go ahead, if you have the time, let it rise. No, this is not bread. Refrigerate it
Let it rise.
for 20 to 30 minutes. But I find that it it takes longer than 20 to 30 minutes for
You keep dropping everything all over the floor.
You know, I cleaned up the kitchen before.
So that means...
I will clean up the kitchen afterwards.
Oh, I thought that was... I cleaned it up, therefore, I can make it dirty again.
No. I am the cleaner around here.
That is true.
Yep.
Well, don't say it so sadly.
Pretty sure nobody else does the cleaning around here.
You don't know that.
There's probably a lot of houses the mom does all the cleaning.
Or no one does the cleaning and then it's just disgusting.
Oh, well, there are houses that are disgusting, so.
You could do it.
Yeah, right?
Hey, you guys.
Yeah?
My phone's gonna have alarms going off. Bring it here and I'll turn it off.
Oh, no, that's all right. We're almost done with what we're doing right this second.
It's gonna go off as well.
What part of...
She didn't want to bother us to let us know. No. She wanted to make sure that we weren't interrupted in our
Setting up.
What are we doing? In our shoot by being interrupted by the alarms. So instead she did the interrupting. Here. Might as well go ahead and stick it in here. Why would I put it in there and then put it over here?
Well, hold on. I need to get this in the shot. There.
Yeah, it's not like your arm's gonna fall off or anything.
My arm's gonna fall off.
It just seems like I want every last bit off of here. Like, how do you really do that without
Lick it.
getting it all over your fingers? That's the wrong kind of getting it off of there.
What? But it looks delicious.
It probably is. I would hope so. It's supposed to make delicious cookies, although it is really, really loose compared to what I'm used to. But then again, I'm used to making these cookies with the fresh milled flour, so
Which is way more dense.
way more dense. So we'll see how these come out. They are fluffy. That just, it seems wrong.
We'll see.
But this time, I didn't allow Mr. Google to tell me how much flour I was supposed to use. I did the calculation myself, but I still kind of wonder.
At least with the last time, it was a happy accident.
Yeah, well, maybe. We'll see.
Those things were delicious. Come on now.
The Cooney bombs.
Yeah.
You seem to be the biggest fan of the Cooney bomb.
I love those things.
As it happened in its original form. I did get good feedback off of them. People liked them, but they definitely they didn't like them well enough to say, I would totally buy those as they stood. I got really good feedback as far as adding more peppermint to the mint chunks, as well as
more peppermint. Oh, I see what you're saying.
More peppermint, and then adding peppermint itself to.
Peppermint candy.
I'm glad I have a pinky. Peppermint itself to the batter.
Right.
And then that it really didn't need the chocolate chips, which is cool because I don't want to have to buy extra chocolate chips, you know?
Yeah.
Anytime we can reduce
the
cost of the goods to make them, the cost of goods sold, that's going to increase your profit margin. So if it's unnecessary or not wanted, why spend the extra money on that?
Right.
You don't need to. I should probably think about where the camera is, huh? Depends on which camera we're looking at, right?
Yep.
My goodness. Yeah, don't worry, my hand's gonna fall off too. This is really cumbersome.
Yeah.
And look, it just seems like so much wasting. I can't get it all out.
Like all that flour that's on the
counter?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All of that you wasted?
I wasted all that. I don't like wasting things. I'm not a fan of wasting.
No.
I don't even waste time.
Are you sure?
I try not to. I'm not a big fan of not doing anything. I kind of have a productivity mind. What could we be doing that is productive?
Not a productivity?
Productive? That's when you're thinking about being productive?
Yeah.
Like when you're thinking about being spontaneous? Are you considering being spontaneous?
I'm considering being spontaneous.
Yeah, I had a coworker one time that says, It was before I went to the job that I have now. My old coworker, he was, a few of us were leaving at the same time, and he was considering leaving, but he's definitely not a spontaneous person. So he actually came up to me and says, I'm considering being spontaneous. I just laughed because that's pretty funny.
That's a paradox.
As far as I know, he is still there.
Wow.
So I guess not. All right.
Are we done?
Almost.
Are we done yet?
Almost. That's why you have two hands, back and forth.
No.
No. I don't think I ever see other people get quite this messy when they're doing these things.
They cut out the garbage.
They cut out the garbage? Oh, we don't do that.
No.
We try to cut out the boring. We try to cut out the boring.
The boring?
Boring? Like in the trailer?
Yeah, like in the trailer.
Yeah. We know that some of what we produce right now is boring. And realistically, in the long run, we will probably always have some things that we produce that are boring. But we're not going to force... There the alarms go.
Oh, it turned off. Clap sync.
I'm going to try to clap sync with my hands all a mess.
Yeah, because...
Anyways, alarms on Granny's phone went off. Mm-hmm. We have to use Granny's phone because the gimbal needs a iPhone 12 or newer. And none of the rest of us have that, so...
Yeah, so...
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
My point is... We will show you some of the boring stuff, but we're not going to cut out the embarrassing stuff.
Oh, no, that's
We
great.
will cut out some of the boring stuff.
Whoa,
we will not cut out the embarrassing stuff.
Yeah, like what I just did there.
Yeah. We want you to be able to see what really happens. And what really happens is right now, I have cookie dough all over my hands. I don't seem to see that in other videos. I'm sure it happens, but...
Then they cut it out and pretend like it never happened.
Maybe. All right. Oh, let's see.
You have no space in there?
I am not a preparer, I guess.
I guess so.
So we're gonna toss this in here for a little bit, and we'll come back and see if we have more success than we have in some of the other endeavors that we have had with cookies. And we're back. Yay. Okay. So I also have another new toy. Look how perfectly pinky this is. It's kind of a Cooney's cookie feel to it.
Ooh.
My other one was terrible. Every time I'd set it down, okay, 50% of the time I'd set it down, and I'd turn it on and be like, unstable. And I'm like, what is going on? But like, I can pick this one up and turn it on and just hold it, and look, it's still doing it. It's not inst. So.
Wow. Even though you're holding it, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but now I've messed it up. We're going to turn it off.
Oh, just like my
because
monitors.
I was flailing it around, it was thinking that there was some weight to it, but there was not actually any weight on it. So now we have...
You couldn't zero it out?
We have resetted it. I didn't want to... I'd rather let it do its thing. So I have weighed the dough. It's about 2,000 grams. And to get the amount of cookies that I want out of it, I'm going to make them about 35 grams each, and we'll see how that goes. But we've had this in the refrigerator for a good hour and a half. So that's like 28 grams, 31, 35. There we go. Trying to make them all even. So I'm going to make my little roundy balls first.
It's more like that.
Okay, I'm gonna make the little roundy balls first, and then I will go back. Jeez, I tried. Hello, there we go. And then I will go back and coat them just because once you get your fingers all yucky, I don't know. It's a thing. Once your fingers all yuckery.
Yucker?
Yuckery. All right, now I'm gonna take these dudes and I'm gonna give them a good coating. Actually, the first thing I'm gonna do is wash off the little bits off my hand.
You're just gonna get them back on your hands.
Well, not maybe.
Not maybe? What?
Not maybe, because it's already been balled up, and so I may not end up with little bits on my hands.
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping.
Okay.
All right. So maybe this is what she means. Drop them in, and it says well coated, but then use a spoon. So maybe that's the best way to do it without getting it all over the place.
Maybe.
Although I got it all over the place.
I think your fingers would be better.
You just want to see me put it on my fingers?
No. Or maybe it is better with a spoon.
I think it's better with a spoon. I've done it with my fingers before, and then I end up with
dusty fingers.
Cinnamony canine crunchy fingers.
What are cinnamony canine crunchies?
Cinnamony canine crunchies. That would be cinnamon toast crunch. Oh man.
Oh, you stabbed it.
Oh, maybe I should be using a different container for this.
Oh.
Okay, so I am actually going to change what I'm doing here. I think I give up. I'm gonna use a different bowl next time. I'm not staying in perfectly nice roundies.
Roundabouts. What are we, British?
British.
Why are there so many roundabouts? Hey.
I'm getting it all over the place.
You're not supposed to
This
do
is a
that.
part of life, right?
Yeah.
See, I feel like maybe this is better this way. I don't know. I feel like the sugar doesn't really stick to the snickerdoodle so well. It's like it's mostly just the...
How do you do it with the ones with the fresh milk flour?
It's the same.
Oh.
They're the same thought. People love them, but I always think like it didn't seem like there was that much sugar on it. There was really much more
sugar in it than on it.
cinnamony. Yes, well, that maybe that's why they don't notice that it's not really that
No, because they're
sugary.
delicious.
And these have been sitting for a minute, so I think they need like a refresh so they're not dried out.
Resphericalization.
Resphericalizations. Yeah, that's how we roll.
That's how we roll these popsicle
That's
stands.
how we roll.
No.
Your favorite song.
I'm gonna get us copyrighted.
Oh.
Because yes, you can get copyrighted just for
then
singing.
cut it out.
No, I think.
You think that was little enough?
No, I think it was fine because you sung it so off tune.
That's
How
funny.
we roll.
I'm gonna smoosh them down just a little bit, so maybe they'll spread out a little bit better.
Are you sure you want to
I
do
don't know.
that?
A flatter cookie. She says to do that if you want a flatter cookie, and I mean I don't want them super crazy puffy, so just pat them down just a little bit.
I'm a double camera operator.
I actually do that with the other ones too.
Oh yeah.
You're a double camera operator.
Yeah.
Is
Look,
it like
see?
a
Whoa.
whoa? It's like Wayne's World.
Whoa. Extreme close up. Whoa. Extreme close.
Hey, you can do that and edit, right?
I just did it right now.
Oh. Okay.
But yes, I can.
All right. Let me rinse you off again. And then I'm going to stick them into the oven for 9 to 11 minutes. We will check them at 9. See how they go.
Hooray!
Howdy.
Howdy. Oh look, camera 2. Camera 1, camera 2.
So what you're saying is, I can sing, and as long as I do it poorly, it won't be a copyright strike because there's no way I'm intending to sound like the original.
I think so.
I do know you do not want to mess with YouTube copyright.
No.
3 strikes and you are out.
What?
Yep,
That's not. What?
that's a thing.
But people get copyrighted all the time.
3 copyright strikes and you're out.
Weird.
If they stand.
If they stand.
Yeah, they will like hit you and then you kind of can go through like an appeal process or whatever. But if you don't go through the appeal process, it's like, boom, you have the strike and you have 3 of them and you're out. And they shut you down forever and then you can't have another YouTube channel.
It doesn't sound right.
That's what I think I learned.
But that doesn't sound right. You can't ever have another YouTube channel ever.
Well, they said that's what I've understood.
That's what I said.
Maybe cameraman could do some research.
I like doing things as we go along.
Yeah. Well, now would be a time to know that kind of thing before we publish anything, and then
Just don't do anything copyright worthy. Okay, so don't wear any T-Mobile pink or AT&T blue or in your phone.
or Reese's orange.
Or Reese's orange. Yeah. That's why you've got to copyright your own color. Cooney's cookies pink.
I think it's silly.
It is.
I think it's really silly.
It is.
I mean, I suppose if you were a peanut butter chocolate, you put chocolate in my peanut butter, you put peanut butter in my chocolate candy maker, that if you were to use the same orange
exact same
to
orange.
market that exact same product, yeah, I can see how that might be stepping on somebody's toes. You're trying to ride the coattails
Yeah.
a little too closely.
Yeah.
And I could see how that's a thing. But AT&T? T-Mobile?
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess. I think they just did it to be like, hey, look, we can copyright colors.
yeah, they have too much. They have too much money on their hands.
They don't know what to do with it.
Yep. All right. 7 more minutes and we'll check them. Yep. I'm thinking 30 grams at 11 minutes seems to be the sweet spot for these snickerdoodles. Now, if you want to see what I'm going to do with them next, click on the video on the screen.
Next time on Cooney's Cookie Chronicles.
Trying something brand spanking new. What I wanted to do is take a cupcake, put cookie crumbs in the middle, and then when we do the top, you put cookie crumbs on the top, maybe even a little sliver of cookie. Batter is really, really thick. Not the consistency I was hoping for. This is the first official iteration of the Snickerdoodle cake. We'll crack them open and see how they taste.